Looking forward to tasting Metzer's Maritime Chenin Blanc. It's a 2020 vintage, so slightly older than what one would normally expect. And as it says in the name, comes from the Maritime vineyards of Stellenbosch. So let's get on with this and taste this wine. Ah, look at that. You can see immediately that the color is slightly darker than what one would expect from the 2022 or 2021 vintage. So perhaps that's a clue to you as to how old this wine is if you pick up Chenin. Quite shy in the nose, actually. Let's give it a few minutes to warm up for me. It's showing a little bit of age on the palate. Some slight honey notes creeping in already. But there's a lovely Granny Smith and yellow apple. Golden Delicious, that's the one. And also, it's quite creamy. The acidity here is quite piercing. It's cooler, obviously. It's very dry. There's no real obvious oak that's screaming vanilla to you, though there is a slight dustiness. You know what it is? There's a slight little bit of wild ferment. Let me just... Yeah. Naturally fermented. So that's another pointer when you're going through the Chenins, tasting them for this competition. But beautifully dry. It's got that lovely high acidity from the maritime climate and the maritime influence. Not as fruit forward as you expected. This is more a wine that's talking more soulfully, more dust, more blown, more granitey. And then a lovely finish, but one that's not accented by quince or apple. It's just... It's also slightly fuller. This has got a slightly higher alcohol. I think it's about 13.5 alcohol. So there you have it. Metzer Maritime Chenin.